Hi guys, it's Granny Tana speaking. Welcome to this FS22 Let's Map video. I'm building on my map Marigold Farm, my upcoming American map. Yeah, and as you can see, we are still very much at the beginning. But I worked on this creek here. It is still far from finished, but I have water plane that is working more or less, and yeah, I made some flat area here that we can make a road here that leads up to the farm that will be about here. Yeah, and later this creek will get rocky banks, part of it, and maybe here a little bit sandy, so not as steep on parts of it, and other areas maybe even steeper with rocks and trees. And so I will work several days on this, I guess. And here this stayed more or less the same. I made the island, but to make this as I want it to be, I need to change the background. But I thought first I'll work on the map itself, and then when we get some stuff together, then I go and change the background again, or when I can't see it anymore. Okay, what do I want to do this time? I thought I'll add some trees in all the areas where I'm sure I will keep the mountains, and where I want to have trees on top of the mountains. So that would be here in the whole border region. And I will make trees there that only look like trees, but that are not counted as trees, because that helps against the limiting number of trees. So if you have too much trees on a map and it's not so many, then you are not allowed to plant new trees. Even if you go into the build menu and just want to place a tree, it says no, there are too many trees. And I think in this area you can't go anyhow, and you can't harvest the trees, and therefore it's okay to have decorative trees. And that's what I already did on my map Hinterland, and I'm quite happy with this, because then I could only use the real trees for the areas where you can go and you can cut the trees down, and then it's easier to stay in this limit number. Okay, and I have a tool to place trees, and I already prepared it, so I had to check whether it works on this map and such, and so and so forth. And yeah, that's what I already did, and now we can work on it. So now we go to the fruit density, and no, so I have to change a little bit. This is a little bit finicky, often this kind of info layer painting. And I use a script from a German script modder, Kevin Carr. And here I have to remove it. So subtract, okay. And he made this script already for FS19, and I liked it a lot, and now we have it for FS22 as well, even if he is not more he's not more working on mods. So I'm very thankful that he made this. He was the one who made all the productions in FS19. And this is something, let's say, very special here. So it's just a modder tool. It's nothing that you would use as a player. And don't worry, it doesn't stay white. This is, as the name says, an info layer. And so it's an information for the Giants editor that here I want to have those decorative trees. And so everywhere where I'm painting it white now, there will be the area where you can't go. And somehow from here you will be able to go and cut trees and such and so forth. And this here is rather good. It works on my hinterland map very good, and a lot of people like it. Maybe I should pull this up a little bit. Maybe even before putting the trees. Like so. And when you have a little bit of space between you, that is here, and then this background area, this is what is different to the map area, then this stays in the background. And you'd never stand just in front of it and say, hey, the world changed a lot. And they did it in Silver Run Forest as well, like this. So you have to stop a little bit before the end of the map. And so the world stays looking like you are used in the farming sim, like so. And this helps for the feeling how to be on this map somehow. So, and here, yeah, what to do here in this? I make trees everywhere. And maybe here I pull it up. So, and even here and there. Tja. Maybe even there. But maybe here I leave it open. So, and there, this can be removed. This was the place where I tested it, whether it works on the map. And this will be changed, so the river will go on, and then the background will not stay the same, but similar somehow. So, and then I will make bushes and such in front of here that it feels like a natural border. You go there and oh, it's all full of bushes and you see the trees, and then behind the world is going on, but a little bit further behind it changes its look. So now I have to save. And then I will make a little bit changes to the terrain in this area. So maybe here a little bit higher. Like so, and this will be changed as well. I will check whether I can make a waterfall there. I would love to. Or I would maybe make a rock where the water is coming, or we will see. Or maybe I make it that you can see the water coming from there. So this is this. And here I think I go up a little bit, because if you are here and it goes down, you would expect that you can go further, and but if it maybe a little bit rocky area here, it already looks a little bit rocky. So like so, and I have to think about what to do with this hole in the nature. Maybe it's a good place for a little lake, so we will see. Okay, and now we let the magic happen. So where do we go? Maybe we just go here to watch what happens, and then I have a group there, what's it called, a transform group, and as templates I have those two decorative trees that look like trees but are no trees, so the game doesn't think about them as a tree. So now I can keep this. Everything's nice. I have saved. I save again because I changed the terrain a little bit. Better safe than sorry. And then I open the script window. So usually you don't have to open the script window always. We have a script menu here, so if you want to use a script you can just use it here. You can even make buttons here. So for a tool that I use very often, I have a button here. But when I use those strong scripts that change such a lot at the map, then I like to open the script window, and yeah, it's already saved, and with some luck it will work. So let's hope for the best. And now we have to wait. It takes some time. And later we make, wow, it didn't took so long. So now we have trees everywhere. And so we have different sizes, the smaller and the bigger one, and they turn and they are placed randomly. And now I use another script that works for the ground. So now we still have a meadow here, like so, or grass ground. And I use this script. This is from this Kevin car as well. And did I say that they are working on their own game? So this Kevin and some friends of him, they are working on their own game, which I find very interesting. So we have to wait again. And he created 2176 trees. And all those trees, they don't count for the tree limit, which is good. So we gained 2000 trees. And for the computers and the consoles, those trees are not as consuming. They don't need so much performance because they only show as a tree, but they don't have to signal, here you can cut me down, because they are just decorative objects. So this is not only a formal way to save trees, but it's also a real method. So maybe, as you can see here, we will have forest too, and maybe I will make the bushes already everywhere where the forest will keep on going, that the bushes are already set. And here where we have grass in this area, there it's not needed. I can do it later. But so now I close this and I just take the medium-sized bushes somehow. Deco bush, or rather the big ones. They are big but medium big. So maybe 4 meters is enough, a little bit more. 6 meters. And this is the radius. So we have 12 meter in diameter. Oh, it's not needed to have it so thick. So 4 meters is enough. And you can see the bushes here. And they would hold you back visually from going further. So then here I don't need to have those red crosses to signal, here you have to stop here. Because what I personally don't like, if you can't see the map boundary at all. So if you are happily walking or driving and then whoosh, you are stopped, that is not for me. But I'm not so keen on those red crosses too. And therefore I like to have borders that look somehow natural. And this will be inside the forest, so it will not be a disturbing line of bushes when you go here or drive with your harvester. And in the area where we have meadows, I will make it different, the optical border thingy. So I would make bushes as well, but maybe more like here some and here, and in the end you feel a little bit stopped, maybe with some rocks and such. So, and if you wonder why you can't see what I'm doing, it's a little, sometimes it's a little bit too far away and then the bushes disappear. And I do them now because now I know where this border is. And later, when I have trees here as well, I can't recognize where is the, because the trees, they look the same. The decorative trees and the trees that you can cut. So that's it, very well. Okay, now I save again. And what I like on doing the trees rather early is like this, you get an impression of the size of everything. Before, all this seemed so small to me, and I thought, oh no, this is not a full map, this is much smaller, this is not enough for having fields and a farm. And already now seeing those trees gives me a better feeling for the dimension. So here you can see all those trees, and now I make a new group and I call it, oh, it's not north, it's, oh, it is north, but it's northeast, northeast. So the direction of the map is like this, and this is still north, but yeah, I build and play it rather like this, but on the PDA it will look like that. So, and now I try to group the trees that they are not too many in one group. When I make more of those transform groups. So this always takes a while. So we have to wait. Yeah, what is my plan? I plan on making maybe this one group and then this another group, and here and there. I think I want to keep this mountain. Oh, it really takes a while. Did I press the right button? Yes, I think so. It is working. So I can't do anything now. I just have to talk to you. But it will come sooner or later. And yeah, to understand why it takes so long, I have the whole Elm Creek map with all buildings and such underneath this map, because I think I want to use quite a few of them. So northeast and then templates and like so, and then this in this tree area, and now I want the Lodder trees, and they are a variety of the normal spruce. So this is the normal spruce from base game as well, but I modified them to be only decorative. And this is another variety that I changed. Yeah, the difference to the normal trees is that you can see those trees from far away. Not very far away, but let's see what I have. I think something like 1.5 kilometers or so. Here we have 5,000 meters. Oh, that's good. Yeah, and this, it's been a while that I changed it. Okay, yeah, 5,000 meters. And it uses a special method that, so all trees use this method, but not so strong that I added another stage for very far away, for further away than 1 kilometer, to have the trees be visible in the far distance. Maybe you know maps where when you are at the one side of the map, I start painting and then I talk again. So yeah, and first I have to remove this forest and then I make it rather big. Subtract, yeah, it's working okay. So I was talking about trees that disappear when you are far away, which is the normal way how it looks on most maps. And in Silver Run Forest they changed it a little bit, so you can see the trees from farther away. And yeah, I already made my changes before this, before Silver Run Forest, and because I don't like it when you look over your map, maybe you stand here and you want to look there, and then all the trees have disappeared and you see the brown mountains. I find this very sad, and therefore I modified the trees and I asked Manuel Leitner, which is a boss of giants in Erlangen, and at the FarmCon we had modder meeting and we could ask some questions. Yeah, at this occasion I asked him whether it's okay to use those far away trees, and he said, yeah, this is okay if you do it like you said. And I did it like I said. Where is this area ending? Maybe here. Like so. And I already made it on Hinterland and it works very well. So nobody reported any problems, any frame drops or such. And that makes me very happy, because I like it to see the trees yeah, from one end of the map to the other. And here are even some more. So okay, now we have to save. Ready? Okay, wonderful. And I open this script window up again. Tree creator first. And this tree creator and the foliage creator, they use the same info layer. So this white color is the information for the script. Here you should put all the trees. So we have 584 real trees now. And then I make the foliage. And then we remove this color and have a look how it looks. And so there are quite some plants, some bushes, sticks, mushrooms, leaves and such distributed on the forest ground. Is it ready? Yeah, it's ready. Okay. So then I can remove it. Okay. Make it bigger. Doesn't want to. Why? Oh, maybe, here, yes, I see. This always behaves a little bit strange. And therefore you get something else to see, which has nothing to do with what I'm doing here, but here we are. And now I can remove it. Okay. And I finish this and I click here. And now we have the tree, the forest. And here inside we have, bushes and plants and mushrooms and sticks and such. And then when I see an area like this, I could add some grass to this and make it more like an opening. How is it called? I knew the word. I forgot. And I think when this video is finished, I will remember the word. But I think you understand what I mean. So later I can go and say, okay, here we want to have some grass and maybe some flowers. And here again. And I can put some additional leaf trees. So those are only trees to harvest, and maybe I even put some pines into the next template to have the pines. They are not visible from far away, but I think if you have those, so we go to the other side of the map. So, and then we can still see them. And I think this is no problem if there are pines in between that you can't see from far away. That is no problem at all. Okay, so now we have the northeast. And I save again. Better safe than sorry. And now I make north, no, is it the central ridge? I think this is the central ridge. Yeah, central ridge. And I make a template group as well. And to keep everything nice in order. And I could make all the trees in one go. But then if I decide to, let's say, remove this mountain because I need more place for fields, then it would be rather difficult to remove all those trees. It's possible, but not so easy. But like that, I can click on northeast and I just have those together, and so that keeps it in order somehow. So now I'm searching for more tree types. I hope I have some pines here. Oh, I don't, so I have to import them. And let's see, what do I have to import as well? Oaks are enough. The downy serviceberry, the 2 is missing, and the willows are missing. And all birches and all pines. Okay, but maybe I can't get them in one go, so then I just get the... Ooh, where are the trees? Maybe in maps? Yeah. Oh yeah, I have to get every type in a different go. So now I only import the pines, and later I will get the other trees. And what I would love to know is whether you have poplars standing in a row close to rivers in America. Because here where I live in Central Europe, this is very common. When you have a river, there are groups of poplars that stand at the close to the riverbank. And this is very typical, and you can spot rivers from far away very often because you see those huge poplars. But if this is not usually the case in America, I wouldn't do it here on this map. Where are the pines? It's still loading. So this is one example how you can help me to make this map better. You can tell me what is realistic in American areas. Yeah, and what you like to have and what I make wrong, because I'm sure I will make a lot of wrong assumptions. Because for me, maybe some things are so normal that I don't even think about asking whether it's normal. So now first those come again in this new group. And then I add some pines. But I think not the very small ones, and like so. Maybe only 2 for the moment. And the others will be used on spots maybe where it's green in areas with rocks. Then pines look very, very nice. So, and the leaf trees I will make some at the edge of the forests, because then when you go to the forest it looks like, okay, this is a mixed forest area, and I will put it on different places, where at the river, close to a meadow and things like that. Little groups here and there. So now I think I have to do this painting. And again, it behaves very strange, which is normal. Come on. So. So, forest, yes. And I make this smaller. Okay, we can start here. And those tools help me a lot with the mapping work. It's still a lot of work, but yeah, I find it very nice to have some parts of the work yeah, done by a script. Because, for example, the random placement of sticks and bushes and all those little thingies, this takes hours, and you get a very much pain in the fingers from clicking and clicking and clicking. And then you think, oh no, I don't want to do it anymore, and then you stop decorating your forest with sticks and mushrooms and such, and you stop decorating your meadows with flowers and bushes and weeds and so. And then it all looks so all the same. And with this random place, and even I can't do random placement by hand. It doesn't look random. It looks like a fence or so, all in the same. Even when I try to make it random, it won't become random. And this script makes it nicely random, and I'm quite happy with it. This time we start with the foliage, and then we make the trees. Yeah, and in FS22 we got a mesh painting tool, so we could place the trees with this mesh painting tool, but for me it didn't work as good as this tool. So when I first started with my map Wunzig, my German map, that is not yet finished, then I didn't have those scripts and I used the mesh painting, and it works. I put a lot of trees. Yeah, but then I found out that this script still exists, and I'm really happy with it. Is it ready? Yeah, it is ready. So we can, oh, here you can see it. Okay, here you can see those random bushes, and when you come closer, that would take me hours, and then afterwards I would need a long break to get my fingers good again. And so this is a really good help. And then there is still a lot of work, for example, to make the rocks look nicer and to make individual decoration and so. Yeah. This is 545 trees. So maybe you would think, oh, this is not dense enough. But if I would make it denser, then it would be too much rather soon. There are quite a lot of those very small pines. Maybe I change the small one in the next to the next size for the next forest. So now I can remove again. Dum dum dum. And no. This is really a little bit annoying that this you always have to click here and click there, and then you finally can do what you want, but it's okay. First removing. This is important. Yeah, I think I'll finish building the forests without filming it, and in the next part you will see them. So I think this mountain won't get trees yet because I'm not sure whether I want to keep it. But all the other ones, this I want to keep because I like it that you have to go here in this narrow area. And then I hope in the next episode we can build the farm here. And so the farm will not be the final version, but it will be a version that will work for the time being. Yeah, and then the next thing what we could do, but I think not in the next episode, would be to start a village here and some road, maybe bridge and such, and so forth. And then we could start making fields. Yeah. And then it feels more and more like a map. Okay. Yeah, that's it for this episode. I hope you liked it. And yeah, tell me about the poplar things and what kind of trees you would like to have in the area. So for the forest areas, I make mainly trees that you can cut with a harvester, and only here and there some leaf trees to make let it look nicer, but that if you want to work in foresting, then you are not so much disturbed from those leaf trees. That's the idea. And leaf trees are more in other areas. Okay. I wish you a wonderful day. Thank you for watching and all the best. Till next time. Tschüss.